So, started working on the mount for the front fender flare. This one's gonna be a little bit more tricky than the back one, but welcome back to Fabrication 101, folks. Super glad to have you guys back in the shop with me today. We are back working on the Bronco, working on the front fenders this time. I did get the back ones all ground down, or at least one of them. The other side's all just sheet metaled, but so you can see I got this one pretty much blended and smoothed. It's pretty smooth. It did bow just a little bit, but I think I got this lump taken out of right there. It's not nearly as pronounced as it used to be. Had to do a little bit of heat shrinking there. Still got a little bit of a blemish to clean up, just a little bit, but like I said, this is going to get covered with like a spray-on bed liner, so hopefully it'll cover most of that stuff up. Before we get to working on the front fenders, I've been asked to give some kind of background information on this Bronco, a little bit more information about what's in it, what I've done to it. So, like I've said before, it does have a 6BT Cummins, or excuse me, 6BT, 4BT Cummins out of a 1998 Freightliner bread truck or FedEx truck or whatever you want to call it. It is P-pumped, which is something I get asked a lot about this motor. It's turbocharged. I have not done anything to the motor other than I flipped the oil pan around and put a different pickup in it just so it would clear the front axle. The front end is a 3-link with 16-inch stroke coilovers. The front axle is a Dana 60 with 513 gears and an ARB air locker in the front. The back is also a Dana 60 with 513 gears, but it has a Detroit locker in the back. Behind the engine, I have a Ford C6 transmission that has been built with a lower first gear planetary set out of an AOD transmission. It has upgraded heavy duty clutches and a reverse manual valve body in it as well. And behind that, I've got an Atlas II transfer case. I believe it's a 4.3 if my brain is still working properly today. But other than that, it's not too complicated, pretty simple. I tried to, when I originally started building this thing, it was supposed to be a budget build, and it still really is because I do all my own work on it. So there, you know, I've bought some expensive parts, put some quality stuff into it, but I've done all my own work, so I'm still keeping it somewhat budget friendly, at least for me anyhow. It does have hydraulic assist steering in the front, Hydro Boost brakes, which the Hydro Boost unit came out of the same truck as the engine. Some people might ask why I'm using the C6. Well, originally when I started this Bronco, I was going to put a 351 Windsor in it. And when I got around to starting to think about fuel injection and that kind of stuff, I just decided that as a former diesel mechanic, I felt a lot more comfortable messing with the diesel part of it rather than messing with fuel injection. And this was a few years ago. Fuel injection standalone systems have come a long way since then. But I don't regret moving to a diesel, although it did take me about a year working on it when I had time to get back to where I was when I decided to put the different engine in it. So I did build the motor mounts. The engine is pushed up and as far backwards in the engine compartment as I can get it, which made for some complications, but I wanted to get it up high so I could have my Bronco sitting at about the ride height I wanted at. And it is sitting at its ride height right now, so I'm pretty pleased with it so far. I really like the way these rear fenders are coming out. I think when I tie in the rock sliders that I'm thinking about, I've got in my brain, I think it's going to look really cool when it's all done. So that said, I think we'll go ahead and get started on these front fenders. I got this front mount built. It is tied into the tube inside of here. So I'll just do it about the same as I did the rear ones. The only difference with these is they'll come down in the back. In the front, I'm going to kick them down. And I haven't decided how far forward I might bring them. I might try and wrap them around the front corner of the headlight bucket a little bit. So I guess we'll figure it out as I go. So it's got our curve. You can see look at my level there. It's not level, but it's pretty simple. I just take and pull this out. I've got it sticking inside the fender right now, and I pull this out until the level pops to its center. And I can take a mark Sharpie, which I've already done, and mark my bend. It looks like I'm gonna have to do a little bit of a bump in or something, like a little notch there, just to accommodate the body line. And this should, so far it's going pretty good. See if we can get it cut out, put it on there and see how it looks. Well, it's a rough start, but it's a start. Things are going pretty good. I'm gonna call it a day now because I'm dragging and I'm starting to make a lot of kind of silly mistakes dropping things. And I got other stuff I need to take care of before the day's over, but I'm pretty happy with this so far. Let me close the door a little bit. So. Quite so much light on it. All right, while I was at it, I went ahead and closed the door the whole way. So far, I'm pretty happy with the way it's coming out. It is pretty much the way it's gonna sit on there. I don't know what I'm gonna do up here. I may try to round this off some more. I don't know. I'd like to get some feedback, some thoughts. What do you guys think? This part's looking okay. The fender is got a little bit of a lip here, which is causing more of a gap here than I anticipated, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. I am out of the 1/8 inch strap right now, so I can't finish the inside anyway. And like I said, I'm starting to drag, and this has been kind of one of those days where nothing seemed to go right for me on this project. It is getting done, it's just not getting done as smoothly as I would have liked. So, like I said, I am gonna go ahead and end this one off here, you guys. I appreciate you guys coming in. Before I let you go, I want to get an opinion on this, or get some thoughts. I don't know, we'll see what happens, on what to do with the back of the fender here. I haven't quite decided what I should do. I know I want to bring this, at least close this off, if not bring it over. I guess it kind of depends on what I do with the tailgate. And I am looking for a tailgate for this thing. If anybody knows where I can find an early Bronco tailgate that is in decent shape. Ouch. It doesn't have to be perfect. I am going to probably modify it a little bit, because if you can look back here, if you look from here, where the tailgate will sit will enter the same space as the tires when the tires compress. So it is going to have to be modified a little bit, but I do want to have a regular Bronco tailgate on this thing if I can find one for a decent price. So I think that's it for today, you guys. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Feedback, support, comments, all that good stuff. And until next time, do me a favor, do yourself a favor, and go build something. Got some new shoes, some new welder shoes. Can you guys see that? I don't know what I think about them, but they're kind of funny. I thought I got scammed. I wasn't quite sure if these were going to come in with what they look like. These are off one of those Facebook ads. They did come from China, and they do smell a lot like chemicals. So, well, we'll see how they hold up. What do you guys think?